All right, what's up, guys and gals? How y'all doing today? I hope you're all awesome. Thank you for coming out. So we're gonna be doing some Jack Roush Mustang craziness today. This should be a lot of fun. Should be really cool. So we're about to get this thing started in just a minute. So hang tight. We are almost ready to rock and roll. We are almost ready to rock and roll. I just need to adjust the volume on my microphone. I'm probably a little bit quiet right now, so let me get that fixed up, and then at that point, we should be pretty much good to go. Let me turn myself up just a little more. And check 1 2, check 1 2, a little more. All right, let's see where we're at. That's probably too loud. All right, check 1 2, check 1 2. All right, check 1 2. All right, hopefully that's good. Hold on just a second. Unfortunately, my audio mixer is all messed up over here. All righty. So how's everyone's day going? I hope you guys are awesome. Thank you for coming out. You guys and gals are amazing. All right, I'm a little discombobulated here. Where's the thingy dingy? All right, I got too many things open on my computer. There we go. There's the streaming software that was hiding. All right, here we go. And let me get my camera working. Properties. Deactivate, reactivate, and there we go. I got myself in a new little square instead of a circle. I don't know. We're trying out a square instead of a circle. Anyways, which one's going to work better? I don't know. I don't think it really matters too much, but anyways. How you guys doing today? I hope everybody's awesome. All right, so we got a Jack Roush Mustang tune. We're gonna go and share this with you guys. This is one of Melon's tunes. Now, Melon came up with this, and he did share it last week. So this week we're gonna run the car and re-show you guys the tune. So I'm not really sure what lobby this is gonna be in yet. But this should be a stage 5 tune. No stage 6 parts required, I should say. Now, I always start with my engine here. So let's go ahead and find our engine. I've got my engine on stage 1. I've got the turbo on stock. I've got the intake on stage 4. I've got the nitrous on stage 3. I've got the body on stage 5. Tires on stage 5. And the transmission on stage 5. And this is Melon's crazy live racing tune. So Melon, thank you so much for sharing this with us. If you need to rewind that, go ahead. Unfortunately, I can't show all the parts on the screen at once, but you can see most of them at least. Now, if you want to tune it, this is how we're going to tune it. So we are going to put our nitrous all the way to the right. We're going to put our final drive on 3.34. And our tires down there on 8 PSI with a 0 and a 100 up on top there. So 0 acceleration, 100 grip. And we have a dyno time of a 13.129. So I would assume we're probably going to be in the maybe the 13.0 lobby. I'm not 100% sure, but you can grab this car out of collections. This car is a beast. Melon's tune is going to rip people apart. So we may be in a slower lobby, or I don't know what lobby we're going to be in. We're going to find out, though. We are going to find out. But that is our amazing tune. So thank you, Melon, for sharing that. We definitely appreciate that. But let's go get into some live racing and try and figure out where this car is actually going to be. cars. What lobby? Let me move my camera. It's kind of in the way. Let me readjust that on the software really quick. Guess it didn't really make much of a difference, but anyways. Now I can see my screen a little bit easier. Alright, we are going to go do some live racing. Here we go, guys and girls. Let's go do it to it. Thank you all for coming out. I see there's a new Apex Rush event. I'll probably make a video about that tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to try and get a quick video about that and maybe check out a couple of new cars. I got the Nitro updated the content recording account, so now I can make some stuff about some of those cars. Actually, you know what? I need to see if I have this car. Yes, I do. Perfect. I still need to upgrade it, and I know I need to make a video on how to drive this as well. So I'll probably try and get a how to drive video out for this Prestige Cup car tomorrow, as I don't think I have one yet. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I have to check. But let's go into some live racing. Melon says 13.6 lobby. I'm going to go ahead and pin that. Melon probably knows where we're at because that's his crazy tune. And this tune should dominate live racing. All right, I'm going to go ahead and race Ditto over here. This is a bot. Until we find you guys. We're going to go race some bots. So let me know if the game sounds too loud. Do I need to turn my voice up louder? If we're good to go, just let me know. Alright, but bam, no more gears. This only got 4 gears, guys and gals. And right there I ran 13.0. I probably should have ran much slower than that. So that, yeah, 13. So that guy ran a 4. That guy ran really slow. Anyways. I don't know why I ran at full speed there. That was a dumb thing to do. I wasn't paying attention. Let me run another bot so I can run a nice slow one on this run and still get a win. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Especially when a car is brand new and freshly set up, you don't want to do a bunch of fast runs on it right off the start. You want to do some nice slow ones to start off with. So if you can run bots, that's going to be your best bet. Because you can run really slow against bots and still win. So there I ran a 14.0. Alright, so we got one fast run and one slow run. Alright, there's Cuppa. There's Bald Painter. Gabriel, Massive Sombrero. Oh man, alright, Bald Painter. So this should be a pretty good deal right here. We got 2 of these Jack Roush Mustangs. Jax, what's up, my man? How you doing today? So after I set this up, I went in there and I ran a tank of gas on this car and I ran slow on every run, and then I let it set for about 4 or 5 days. I slowed down too much and I lost. That's alright. Yeah, he must be running the same tune. This must be one of you guys here. Alright. We go. 3, 2, 1, go. Actually, you know, William D, the 70% card was not ready. I looked at it and it was only like halfway full this morning. I did not start the card actually because people did not fill it up. Alright, we got 1,284 Evo, not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, I guess Bald Painter is not going to challenge me back. Oh, Walt. What's up, buddy? Good race? Alright, there's Melon. Noah topped it off. So was it full, Noah? Thank you, buddy. I guess we do need to start it then. William D, can you grab that, buddy? I think he said he filled it, so yeah, if you could start it, that would be amazing. That way I don't have to leave the live racing lobby. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, thank you for filling it up. That's definitely awesome. All right. All right, let's go do it to it. 3, 2, 1, go. Bam. Bam. I'll tell you what though, this is a really nice little tier 4 car. For a lot of different reasons. I like it. I like it a lot. Avengrin, I'm doing good, buddy. How about yourself? David says, I wish my crew would subscribe so they could learn the way. Well, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink, right? I mean, that's kind of a weird old saying, but I'm pretty sure if a horse was thirsty, they would definitely drink. I'd imagine so. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm very wrong, but that's a weird... I never really understood that saying. But hey. It is what it is, I suppose. Oh, wait. Bad Daddy-O, what's going on, buddy? How are you doing today? And thank you for being a channel member. I appreciate that. Darth, hey, what's going on? Same to you, thank you. I appreciate those of you who are channel members and help out. Clay, what's up, buddy? Thank you for being a channel member as well. I appreciate you guys. Noah says, very true saying. Why will do you have to force a horse to drink or something? Because if you're thirsty, you think you would just go ahead and be like, all right, give me some of that water. All right, here we go. Melon, what happened, buddy? Did we disconnect? All right, Tiny Eagle is in some sort of a thingy-dingy here that I plan to beat pretty badly. The Aventador SV Coupe is going down. I hope. I could be wrong. Maybe they found a crazy tune for it. But I think we're going to stomp this guy really quickly. All right, we're going to go do it to it. And I think we got this one. Let's go ahead and slow it down a little bit. Perfect. Easy win. So what he ran? He ran around he ran in the 13.6s. Darth has 1,400 silver keys. Awesome. You're definitely getting up there. That is definitely a good achievement to get that many keys saved up. That's awesome. 1,400 is a pretty good place to be there. I can't remember if it was... I either saved up 3,000 or 4,000 before I started pulling. I don't really remember, but it was either 3,000 or 4,000. You know, eventually, once I joined a good milestone prize crew and we started winning the prize cars, eventually those all started becoming Prestige Cup cars, and then I didn't have to spend my keys anymore, which was really nice. But up until that happened, I was always having to spend keys and spend keys. So saving them up was one of the best things I did kind of early on in this game. What was that noise? I'm hearing some strange sounds, guys. Really weird sound. Huh. I don't know what that is. Anyway, oh, sorry, Melon. Wait a second. I heard a really strange sound that distracted me. Alright, there's Cuppa. Too Many Man? What kind of a name is that? That guy's name was Too Many Man. Alright. Alrighty then. 3, 2, 1, go. Bam. Bam. Some people got some weird names. I think that was a bot, though. I don't think that was a real. Jedi, I'm doing good, buddy. How about yourself? Alright, Darth, I haven't got a... I don't know if I have a video on the Mercedes CLA, but I gotta double check. If not, I'm probably gonna try and make a video for that car tomorrow and find out what it's about. I mean, generally, tier 3 cars are just kind of so-so. You know what I mean? Don't love them. Melon, thanks, buddy. Good swaps. Alright, let's see who else is here. Nobody. There's Pee-wee. Oh, wait, Richard. I was going to race Pee-wee, which is Max's nemesis. Max the Gamer's arch nemesis is a bot named Pee-wee. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, let's go do it to it, guys and gals. Let's go do it to it. We should be able to beat this car pretty easily, I think. And let me slow it down a little bit. Ba-bam. There we go. What car is the best for tier 4? It really depends on what you're trying to do with it. Is there a certain purpose for the car? I mean, if you're trying to beat Tempest, that's going to be a different answer if you're looking for live racing. But I will say you can... Alright, this Jack Roush Mustang has a lot of huge advantages for a lot of things, and you can get this out of collections for a few credits. The Jack Roush Mustang here is an amazing car. It's great for live racing. It's great for beating Tempest. I mean, this is just an all-around really good car for most things you're going to need a tier 4 car for. I believe this will beat all of the bosses without any... I actually should make a video about this. I don't think I have, but I guess this will beat all of the bosses with only stage 5 parts. And if that's the case, this car is going to be a beast for Tempest. But it also depends on what you're trying to do with it. I mean, this car is something anybody can get easily out of collections, which probably makes it one of the best cars for your average player. It may not be the absolute very best tier 4 car in the game, but it's probably the best one you can get pretty easily. Now, if you're trying... I mean, there's a lot of good cars, but it does depend on what you're trying to do with them as to how good they are. But I think this is just a great all-arounder right here. What else? What tier 4? Oh, the little Fast and Furious, oh gosh. The Fast and Furious Ford Escort is sweet. Love it. That's a great little tier 4 car. The Nissan Juke is a good live racer. It may look goofy, but it's really good. What else do I like on tier 4? I don't know. I don't really drive too many tier 4 cars that much. How can you tell it's a bot? Alright, so bots are never in a crew. And you see the same photos over and over and over with different names. So eventually you get to realize and pick them out. Like you might see the same photo of a player with 12 different names. Like you go into a lobby and today it's called like Melon Cat. Tomorrow you go into a lobby and you see the same photo named Johnny B. Rotten. Then the next day you go in and you see the same photo, but it's named like smoke detector, right? Eventually you get to realize which ones are bots and which ones are real players, but they're never in a crew. They have the same photos with constantly changing names. Alright, Melon says the best tier 4 car is the Audi TT RS Coupe Iconic Edition. We're going to run a nice slow one here. I'll tell you what though, they really did seem to improve the graphics again lately. The graphics look awesome on this. Winpoo says, oh really, I don't even know what Audi TT is good. I don't even know if I have that car, honestly. That Audi TT you're talking about, Melon? I do not remember. I pretty much got to the point where I stopped messing with tier 4 cars most of the time. And I just drive the tier 5. Thing is, tier 5s generally pay more respect points, and you get a little more game cash. Tier 5 is really the way to go for live racing and stuff like that, but Winpoo says, I gotta max the Audi next season. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you got that Audi, it's probably worth doing it too. I'm pretty sure I got that one, but I kind of think I got a color that I didn't like. If that's the case, I might have to try and pull one out of the crate to get a new color. Flick says, you do have it, Danny. It was a milestone prize. Yeah, I kind of remember getting it. There's so many cars in the game, it's hard to keep track of what you do and don't have sometimes. At least for me, my memory sucks. Some of you guys might have a good memory, but mine's terrible. My memory is terrible. Terrible. Wait, wasn't it your turn to win? You sure? Okay, there we go. Alright, Melon says that Audi is also the best 4-star car in the game. What's up, Odom? How you doing today? Awesome to see ya. Hope you're doing awesome. Wenfu says, Melon, that's another reason I am surprised. Don't even think a 4-star tier 4 car can do anything. Stars, the number of stars don't always mean everything. There's a lot of 5-star cars that are terrible. They're, you know, stars are really just kind of a rarity rating. I mean, generally if it's got 3 stars, it probably sucks, but 4-star cars and 5-star cars, I mean, they can be just as good as each other. Oh yeah, the Melon says the Dodge Red Eye, that is a good car on tier 4. I don't really like it, but it's a good car. Maybe if I had a different color, I would like it better. I don't like the one I got, I should say. 3, 2, 1, go. I don't like the way it looks. Oh wow, Slick says he sees a whole bunch of turd tacos. I wouldn't eat those, my friend. I would probably refrain myself from eating those and try not to step on them either. You don't want to eat them or step on them. But I'll tell you what, that car right there that I'm racing looks pretty sweet. That is a really nice looking car right there. Ah, we got Maxthegamer. Max, I just saw Pee-wee a minute ago. Kiwi was here, Max. He was in my lobby. Hey, Crystal, how you doing today? Alright, Max is telling somebody to use the GR Supra from Elite Tuner. I think I missed the question, but that's a great little car. That is a really nice little car. It's a really good car. I mean, it's easy to get. Everybody can get that car for free once they get to Elite Tuners, and once you get some parts and upgrades on that thing, it's actually excellent. Flick says maybe next season that's Prestige Cup or the TTRS. I have heard that's going to be coming up as a Prestige Cup car, but I don't know what season. But I did see something about that. Hopefully it's correct, because that should be a nice little car. Alright, wish you the worst. Thank you for the swaps, buddy. That was fun. Alright, I think it moved me into a different lobby. It might have put me into a slower lobby. Habs forever! Oh no! Winpoo says the 4-star Vantage. I don't really remember much about that. Alright, so we are racing a bot. No, he's gonna win. No, he's not. We got him. We got him. We kicked his buttocks. No problem. Goodbye, Mr. Bot. Ba-bam. Alright, so he ran a 14.3 right there. That was a slow bot. Really slow. Benpu says, yes, the next Prestige Cup car is the Audi TT. Yeah, the other day I looked around and I couldn't find anything about the next upcoming Prestige. I'm not sure where you saw that, but that's cool if that's next season. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, let's do it to it. Bam. All right, come on, little car. You can do it. And we got the juke. I'm going to slow down. I don't know what lobby we're in, actually. So that guy ran 13 threes. Alright, Darth, your phone's messing up. That's never fun. That's never fun at all. Hopefully you can get that thing to straighten it out. What you need to do is punch it a few times, like BAM! Sometimes if you beat up your phone, it'll break, or fix it. Maybe just need to restart it, I don't know. Don't actually beat up your phone. That might not be good. That may not be good at all. Alright, here we go. Those bots run really slow. Hey, Steven, he says something is a rare input. Oh, so if it's the Prestige Cup car for wait, did you guys say you said the Prestige Cup car, right? I'm having a brain fart here. If it's the Prestige Cup car, that means next season is going to be featured in the Silver Crate. So you'll be able to get it next season. One thing about cars, right? You got most of the cars you pull out of crates, and there's over 1,500 cars in the game, so getting a very specific car out of a crate is almost impossible unless that car is being featured in a crate for an event or something. Like this season in the silver crate, you got that crappy little, well, I don't know if it's crappy, you got that little Mercedes CLA. And, you know, that's the featured car. Next season, we're going to have a good featured car. But unfortunately, they don't make it easy to get the cars you want on this game. I mean, they kind of make it a nightmare in a lot of ways to get cars you want. So basically, when a car is being used for an event, that's about the only time it's easy or, you know, readily available. Any other time, it's just like a crapshoot trying to figure out what you're going to get out of the crates or anything like that. Custard popcorn? That sounds nasty. William D says that the key to success in this game is patience and resource management. That's true. You got to be very patient and you got to be really good with your resources. You'll always be broke if you don't manage your resources. It's very important to make sure you're not wasting your resources when you don't really need them. Oh my gosh, did I win? Aw. Oh man. Oh no. I lost. Crystal says, Donna always scams us out of our keys. Pretty much. Donna freaking hates us, I would say. Alright, so this should be an interesting race. Me versus the Cento Diachi. Let's go do it to it. Hello. Oh, we got lag, guys. We got lag. We're lagging. Oh no. Did I win or lose? I won. Nice. That guy was lagging big time. When I first saw that happen, I thought those were people cheating, but that's just some sort of lag. Some crazy game lag. Clay, I don't know about the 140 speed trap without any stage 6. The Boxster, the tier 2 Boxster is an amazing little car. I'm not sure how many parts you need to have on it for it to do that, however. But it's a great little car. It's actually one of my favorite tier 2 cars. To this day, I still love that little car. Noah says something seems crap. Alright, we're gonna race this thing. I remember live racing this car back when I first got it. It was actually pretty decent for a new player. Nowadays, though, that's probably changed. We're going to give him a win. Crystal says, I really want to get the Lamborghini SC63. That's a nice car. It's really fast, too. It's a very fast car. For a while there, I remember that was like the first or second fastest car in the game. I'm not really sure where it is down the list now on fastest, but that was a really cool car. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Winpoo says, LOL, that's even worse than I expected. How to get stage 6. Alright, so stage 6 parts. The only really quick way to get stage 6 parts, let's just say you have a golden star car. You can go into rare imports and click on the parts tab. In whatever golden star car you're currently in, you can use your bronze keys to open crates and get parts for your car. And it will drop some stage 6 every once in a while. But every once in a while the game will throw you a few free stage 6 parts here and there. And spending your keys. Now if the car has purple stars, unfortunately the crates are paid instead of key crates. So that is something to keep in mind. But any golden star car, you can use your bronze keys to open crates to get parts for that car. One thing about this game is sometimes you have to be very patient. For example, when I was doing Legends, the original Legends event, it took me 1.5 years to finish Legends just because I was missing some stage 6 parts for my Legends Lamborghini. One day I opened a free bronze crate and bam, it gave me the stage 6 part for that and I was able to finish it. But those parts crates didn't exist back then. That was something they added at one point, which made life so much better. Because it sucked back in the day when you couldn't just get parts for any car. But now we can go in there and open crates for any car with golden stars, which is awesome. Alright, Darth, you're going to grab the Bugatti. It does look awesome. I mean, it's such a cool looking car. It does have a low upgrade setup, but it's constantly running slower than the dyno time, so I don't think it's going to do very well for live racing. You can set it up on low upgrades, but it doesn't perform the way I wanted it to, so that was a little bit of a bummer. I mean, you might be able to set it up on low upgrades and win a couple of live races with it, but I would expect it's probably going to lose most of them due to the fact, unless you can push it into a slower lobby than you dyno at. Even a season lasts for 2 weeks. The season starts on a Thursday. The following Thursday you have the Prestige Cup, and the following Thursday is the new season again. So a new season just started like 3 days ago, 4 days ago. So we got about a week and a half or so until the next season starts. Alright, Crystal says Donna's messing with my phone. Ah, crap. You got the phone fixed and now the charging port's messed up? I'm sorry to hear that. I've never had a charging port go bad on a phone. I've always kind of worried about that. Good swaps, good swaps. The DeVille 16 is an awesome car. I've hardly got any parts on that thing. I got it on really low upgrades. I mean, there's only a couple of parts installed. That thing dominates live racing with very little effort. That's a really cool car. I mean, maxed out, I don't know how fast it is compared to the fastest cars in the game, but it's an amazing live racing car and it looks super. I should have a video that goes over that car. I can't remember the actual stats when you max it out, but it's a really nice car. What's up, Fire? How you doing today? Awesome to see ya. Steven says, what car can I get then if I don't get the TT? All right, so when you're pulling cars out of crates, you never know what they're going to give you. Every single Golden Star car game is in the crates. Most of the time you open a crate, you get a 1-star mini pooper. Right? You get some piece of junk over and over and over and over and over again, and occasionally a nice car pops out of there. So bottom line is, you gotta be really patient, right? Keep one of everything, strip all the duplicates for parts. But you do have to make sure you have loyalty though. If you go into rare imports, let's just say there's a car featured in the silver crate, it takes 750 silver keys to guarantee that you get that car. If you're lucky, that car could come out on the first try, it might come out on the 5th try, it might come out on try number 15, but you have to have 750 silver keys saved up to guarantee that you get the featured car out of a silver crate. Now in the gold crates, it's either going to be 70 gold keys or 100 gold keys to guarantee you get the featured car. So you want to make sure you do save your keys up. Resource management in this game is extremely important. I mean, it took me about, I don't remember the details on Tempest 1 and Tempest 2, but I do remember I finished both of the Tempest races pretty quickly. But when I got to Tempest 3, I quickly realized, okay, I don't even have cars that are anywhere near fast enough to do this. It was probably like 8 to 9 months into the game before I finally had cars fast enough to beat Tempest 3. The one thing about this game, most things are going to take you a really long time. Now, the boss cars are all terrible. Pretty much every boss car in this game is terrible. They're old, they're outdated, and they're not very good anymore. So I wouldn't really suggest worrying too much about beating the bosses. If I had to start this game over completely, what I would do is I would just put the Tempest races and the boss races on the back burner. After I'd been playing for a while and I have a bunch of nice cars and they're upgraded, at that point, then I would go run the boss races. I wouldn't even worry about them at all until I already had a nice collection of cars. I would not be worried about trying to upgrade cars just to beat the bosses, because the boss cars, they're basically all junk these days. I mean, there's a couple that are nice or decent, but 98% of those boss cars aren't going to do you any favors. Is that a Venom F5? Which one is that? If that's the F... No, that's not the F5. Alright, let's go do it to it, man. If this were the F5, this thing would give me a heck of a run for my money, but it's not. Venom F5 is a beast. This one, not so much. This one, not so much. Alright, this should be a really easy win. I'm going to slow down a whole bunch. And ba-bam, did he beat me? Oh, I got him. Sometimes it's pretty easy to slow. Oh, wow. I guess he wasn't that close as I thought. Flick says the mini pooper. Yeah, mini poopers are bad. Fire says riding in my Roadrunner. You better watch out for the coyote. There's my bad joke for the day. Hi, bro. What's up, buddy? He says, hey, I'm late. Is the Mustang a good car? Bought it from Collect. Yeah, this is an excellent car. At the beginning of the stream, I shared a live racing tune, how to set it up for live racing. It's a very good car for live racing. It's a great car for beating the bosses. It's just a really good all-around car. Really good all-arounder. All right, so I see Stacks in some sort of green Christmas color. I don't know what car that is, Stacks, but that thing looks pretty cool. Is that a Valhalla? Let's find out. I don't know what that is. A Valhalla? Oh, it failed. It looks awesome, whatever it is. I like it. I'd drive it in real life. All right. I don't know what it is, man. It said a green carbon fiber custom edition thingy dingy or something. A 21C. Oh, that's the rattlesnake guy. Oh yeah, that's a cool car. 21C. That's a sweet car. D Zinger. I don't remember the rattlesnake the version of that car, but that's amazing looking. Look at that thing. It looks sweet. Oh, that was a close one. All right, Darth. I think between 800 and 1200 on the Evo points. I'd have to go look at it, but if it's got a restriction thing, that means you gotta change the parts around. Until you're under the limit there. But you probably got to remove a couple of parts to get it there is the problem. I kind of hate when they want you to change your car's parts around, because then you got to change parts and retune the whole car. It's a big old mess. But basically, that's talking about your Evo points have to be in between this amount and that amount, which is a big old butt pain. So maybe if you're lucky, you won't have to refit any parts. Maybe you just need to retune it. But you might need to tune and refit parts, one or the other, sometimes both. I'm not 100% sure which one of the two, if both, you're going to have to do, but William D says, I would drive a Mini Cooper if it got me where I needed to go. Honestly, I hear those are very unreliable. Now, my cousin, I think he's got some sort of car repair thing in California where he customizes and fixes up Mini Coopers, and he's got some himself, but he says they're amazing little cars, but they constantly break down. He said nothing but problems, but he loves them. Yeah. I don't think they get you where you need to go. He said his Mini Coopers left him stranded many times. But for some reason, he just loves the little cars nonetheless. But yeah, I guess he upgrades them. He's got like a Mini Cooper custom shop out there in California. I don't remember the name of it, unfortunately. I would be happy to drive anything as long as it got me where it needed to go, but if it's reliable and gets good gas mileage, I'd be happy with it. That's the way I look at it. Oh wait, was it my turn to win? Must be. Andrew, that's just what this game does sometimes. Right now, I'm not having any problems with the game servers. I seem to be connecting just fine. But if you got red Wi-Fi, that just means for some reason you lost connection to the server. I mean, most of the time when that happens, you reconnect after a couple of minutes. Every once in a while, the game has a major server error, and then it's down for hours or even a couple of days. But right now, the servers seem to be working fine, so you probably just have the weird glitch where you periodically lost connection or something like that. Alright, so we disconnected or stacks left, but good swaps, my man. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, it's not necessarily a problem with your internet, it's a problem with the game. So hopefully you connect quickly. Yeah, the red Wi-Fi thing, I mean, sometimes it happens, you don't actually disconnect, it just shows up and we don't know why. Dax, thank you for the swaps, buddy. Melon says, guys, smash the like button. Casper, what's up, buddy? How's your day going? I hope you're awesome. Oop. I almost missed the race. Gosh darn it. Oh, I hate technology. Alright, I'm gonna go do a nice slow one here. Oh, I guess I won anyway. Come on, man. My camera's got something weird going on here. What is this? Oh, I see what's happening. All right. According to my camera, I'm overexposed. Do I look overexposed? I'm not sure. Alright, Cobra from Busted Knuckle. Alright, let's go do it to it. Roush Mustang versus Roush Mustang. It's gonna be an all-out war. Here we go. Bam. Bam. It still says I'm overexposed. Who knows? Technology is a pain in my buttocks. That's all I'm gonna say. The big old buttocks pain, guys and gals. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, I do like this car a lot. These are nice cars. Melon says, I do live like 3 miles from the Nitro Motion headquarters. Blake, what did I make a video about, buddy? I'm not sure what you're referring to. By the time I see your comment, whatever we are talking about may have been like a minute or two ago. So, are you talking about the green rattlesnake thingy dingy? Or what? Darth, I plan on doing that tomorrow. Normally I work on videos for my audio and tech channel tomorrow, but I don't really have anything I gotta do tomorrow, so I'll probably be making a couple of CSR videos in the morning. All right. I don't think I have any products I need to review. companies send me a lot of stuff to review, and I don't think currently, I don't think I've got anything laying around that needs reviewed right now. I don't have to do anything on that channel tomorrow. William D said, you ran very fast. It's okay to run fast occasionally, just not every run, I think. I did find out though, YouTube's now changing audio and video quality without you knowing. There's some settings in YouTube and they're automatically checked that says I allow YouTube to change my audio and video quality. And as far as I know, they never notified us that those settings were going to be added. So they've been basically, I mean, a lot of people spend hours color grading and getting their videos to look exactly the way they want, or trying to get like specific sounds, and then YouTube's in there messing with it and changing it. That's going to piss a lot of people off. That's going to make a lot of, especially like, you know, channels that do like, you know, like tutorials on color grading and video editing. They're going to be pissed when they find those settings and realize YouTube's been messing with their stuff. At least we can go in there and turn it off. As far as I know, they never notified them. Just like these live streams, even if I turn ads off, YouTube is now putting ads on the stream. Even if I tell them not to, they still do it, and I don't like that very much. William D says, I'm shocked that Google would mess with me. I don't care if they mess with my video, but I don't really want them messing with my audio. On the live streams, I don't care if they mess with the audio and the video, but on my regular videos, I don't want them to mess with it. If they make the video quality look better, okay, sure, whatever, but I don't want them messing with my audio. Does the orange bird that keeps pee? What? Does this orange bird that keeps pee? Crystal? What is an orange bird that keeps pee? Ah, wait. All right. There's an orange bird pecking at Crystal's window, trying to break through the glass. I would go scare that thing away. Andrew, no, I don't think they're ever going to add a pink slip option to this game. And honestly, you don't want them to, because there's a lot of people who know how to tune a car to run 5 or 10 or 15 seconds faster than your car, and they will rob you of all your cars. Honestly, in this game, a pink slip thing would be terrible, because there's a lot of people who use what I call cheater tunes. Now, not every single car has a cheater tune, but some do. So if somebody's driving a car that does, they can set it up to destroy you. And they will just take your cars away from you. So honestly, I don't accept $200,000 bets from random players. I would never run a pink slip race from other players, because people are using cheater tunes. It's not a fair race when somebody does that, and you don't want to race anybody for pink slips in this game. I'm telling you, it would be a bad idea. Alright, Darth wants to get some kittens to beat up the bird, I think. Now on CSR3, so far the live racing, I just finally unlocked live racing on CSR3. And it actually seems pretty balanced so far. So I don't know if they're going to add pink slips or not on CSR3. Live racing or multiplayer racing on that game is very different. Very different, actually. Have I seen the Jada Pink Slips diecast cars? No, I don't even know what that is. What is a Pink Slip diecast car? Casper says smiley face. William D says kittens want eggs for breakfast. I wouldn't mind some eggs for breakfast. I like eggs. They're pretty good. They're super duper yummy. And they're good for you. Melon says Black Friday sale. Good question. Only one car. Tennessee Venom F5 because it's fantastic. Alright, where are you guys finding this Black Friday sale? I've heard people talking about it, but I don't see it anywhere. Is that on their website? Andrew says, can you remember when NM screwed up the tune for the Mustang Boss 302 Legends? I don't remember them doing that. Now there are, check this out though, Mustang Boss 302 from Legends. I think there's 3 different versions of that car. There's definitely 2. I think there's 3. They all run different times. There's one they give you for free. There's one you pull out of the crates. And there's one you can buy in the dealership, and my understanding is all 3 of those cars are different. Which is the fastest one? I'm actually not sure. I don't know which one's the better one, but supposedly there's 3 versions of that car, and they're all different. Cobra, good swaps, buddy. Oh, William D posted in game chat and admin chat. Alright, I'll have to check that out. I don't think I opened up line yesterday. I may have. I don't remember. I got a terrible memory. Was I online yesterday? I'm not sure. Yesterday was one of them days. One of them days yesterday, I'll tell you that. Our furnace is broken and all kinds of other junk stuff. It is what it is. Hey, Zarek, how you doing today, buddy? Awesome to see ya. Thank you for being a channel member. Alright, Crystal X says people are complaining. Alright, so far I've just unlocked it and the matchmaking's been really good, but I haven't done a whole lot on the multiplayer yet. Maybe I'm just not far enough into it to find that out. Now they did just bring out a big new update. So there was like 35 cars in the game. Now I think there's over 50. So they just added a bunch of new cars. There was a brand new update. What about Limp Bizkit? Andrew says die-cast cars are a type of metal model car. Yeah, but what is a die-cast pink slip car? I mean, what is a pink slip die-cast car? Pink slip. No idea. Fred only did it for the money. He lied. What did Fred do for the money? Mr. Fred Durst, I take it. That was kind of a weird band. They weren't around very long, were they? Noah says, just one of them days. I feel like I'm behind on a lot of stuff. It's hard to keep up with everything. I'll tell you that. I never really liked Limp Bizkit. There was one song. I know they had one song that I liked, but most of it I didn't really care for. I don't remember what the song I liked was either, but I do remember liking one of their songs. Ah, it's Pee-wee. Max, I found Pee-wee. They destroyed Woodstock too? What do you mean they destroyed it? Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, Pee-wee, you gotta go down, sir. You're going down. No! I must get revenge. Ah! Oh no, Pee-wee beat me. Benny, I haven't got a chance to mess with the Lamborghini yet. I'm behind on some of these things. So tomorrow, I don't know if I've got a video for the Prestige Cup car. So tomorrow I'm either going to be working on a video for the Prestige Cup car or that Lamborghini we just got for the milestone prize car. Depending on how much time I have. I got to make a video for the Porsche event. And then I got to try to bust out a shift pattern for one of those videos as well. Or one of those cars as well. So William D says there won't be a Woodstock 3. There should have never been another Woodstock. Honestly. Woodstock 2 was just somebody trying to make money off of a popular event that happened many years ago. That's how I see it. We're going to raise Pee-wee again. Dax says, what about the Dark Horse? Dark Horse. Alright, Melon's talking about the next car to take. The Dark Horse is a nice little car. Alright, we're going to get Pee-wee this time. He's not going to get me. I promise you that. And I didn't even have to try. Haha. William D says they're not going to change anything until they stop making money. Casper says, I still don't know what car to elite for the Tier 4 license. Well, do you have a favorite Tier 4 live racer? I mean, that's really all there is to it. Find a really good car that you like for live racing, and that's your best bet to elite. If I could elite any Tier 4 car right now, it would probably be... I would probably do the Jack Roush Mustang and the Elite Tuners WRX. Those would... And then if I had a chance to do a third one, it would be the Fast and Furious Ford Escort. Those would be my top 3 picks to elite for a Tier 4 car. Just because I like all 4 of those and they're good live racing. But honestly, you know, if you don't have one, you don't have a Tier 4 car that you really like right now, you could always just kind of, you know, put that on the back burner and wait till you do get one and then run it. I mean, that's what I would do, I think. All right, ba-bam. Thing is, though, there's a lot of tier 4 cars that can easily beat Tempest. If worse comes to worse, let's just say you don't... Right, here's the problem. Not all tier 4 cars can hit the top speed and the acceleration required, but you can always spend a couple of hundred gold and change back and forth, which is really easy to do. I mean, that's what most of us do. That's what I did. And, you know, I might have spent like 600 gold or something changing cars twice. Not a big deal. I'd be more worried about elating good cars than anything else, to tell you the truth. If I had to do it over again, if I knew what I knew now, I definitely wouldn't have ran the elite license with most of the cars that I ran. I would do things very differently. William D said, I accidentally elated the Bel Air for tier 5. That's a cool car, though. I mean, honestly, it's not necessarily a bad thing to elite the Bel Air, because it does pretty good. I mean, it's probably not the best live racing car in the world, but it does seem to have a nice live racing. I think you'll be okay. Alright, Crystal, I'm not really sure, but I don't see how they can make CSR2 much more grindy or pay to win than it already is. They've already kind of done that. So. Hopefully they don't add any more pay to win or grindy stuff to the game. I mean, we'll see how she goes. Will there be an event for the Cobra for the Legends revivals? Alright, so pretty much all of the Legends revival cars do have their own event. I'm not sure if you're talking about something different than I'm thinking about, but all of those cars should probably have their own event. I mean, I haven't even got, you know, I'm really behind on Legends revivals. Number one, it takes forever to get those upgrade tokens. I mean, it's set up to where you can't do elite tuners and legends and everything else at the same time due to needing those stupid tokens. Honestly, I put Legends Revival on the back burner. I'm just really slowly keep creeping through it because I could kind of care less about it. Hate to say it, but I could care less about it. I like the Elite Tuner stuff better, so honestly, I want to put my tokens into the Elite Tuners cars and not the Legends cars. So I haven't got far enough to know if every one of the cars is going to have an event, but I would assume it would. Alright, Slick is making noobs quit the game. Uh-oh. I will say the overall views on my YouTube channel are probably less than half of what they used to be. If I remember correctly, I used to get about 500,000 views a month on this channel, and now I think I'm getting like 200,000. I think my views are down by more than half. But I will say this, there is another issue going on where pretty much all YouTube creators, like even the really big ones, say their views are down between 40 and 60%, and nobody can figure out exactly what YouTube's doing. But it seems like everybody's views are currently down on YouTube, and nobody really knows why. but something weird's going on with YouTube right now. I got a weird feeling it's got something to do with AI. I'm not really sure though. But honestly, the other thing I don't understand about that is every time I make a video, I mean, I can look at, 3 years ago or 5 years ago, and my videos still get about the same amount of views. I guess that just must mean there's people watching less of my old videos. I'm not really sure. Because as far as I can remember, I would post a video on average, it would get somewhere between like 1,500 and 5,000 views, and that's still kind of what I get per video. So I'm not sure why it's saying my views are down like 50%, because I'm still getting like the same amount of views per new video. So I'm guessing that must mean there's less people watching my older videos. Like maybe my tutorial videos aren't getting as many views as they used to, but I'm not sure. YouTube's a weird place. All right. William D said it's sad the game has so much potential. Oh, Melon says I'm running too fast. I wasn't paying much attention. That's one problem with live streaming and trying to chat with you guys. It's hard to pay attention to what's going on here. I actually need to run to the bathroom, guys. It looks like I'm either out of gas or about out of gas, but I gotta pee, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick break here, because I's got to pee. So I'm gonna hit the be right back screen. I'm gonna tell YouTube to play a couple of advertisements while I'm gone, and please watch them. That's how us YouTubers get paid. I will be right back in just a couple of minutes. Hello. Hello, hello. Let me refill up my gas tank here. We need some more gas. Bam. There we go. Perfect. Alrighty. We got her. Back out to the lobby we go. Alright. William D says, I keep getting single ads. Yeah, none of us really know what YouTube is doing right now. None of it makes any sense. Infra Kitty. Alright, we got Melon. We got Mr. Melon. Alright, Steven says, I'm a noob in the game. I'll tell you what, it takes a while to get used to this game, but the game kind of has a big learning curve. It's really not all that complicated once you get the hang of it. There's just kind of a lot of stuff. But it really is an awesome game. It's a very fun game, but you do got to have a lot of patience. But I got so many videos that go over, you know, how to do this thing and how to do that thing and how this works and how that works. If there's any specific thing you're needing info about, more than likely if you just go to YouTube, type in dannylightning and then type in like dannylightning CSR2 and then whatever it is you're looking for, you'll probably find it. At least there's a pretty good chance you'll find it. Ghost Rider Casper, I recognize the name, but I don't think I've ever seen the Ghost Rider show. Yeah, Steven, if you got questions, man, feel free to ask them. What's up, Black Phantom? How you doing today? Hope your day is awesome. Alright, Melon disappeared. Blick says something is awesome. Oh yeah, Maxthegamer's got a lot of great videos. Between me and Max, you guys should be able to figure out just about everything you need with this game. Alright, there's G Money. We're gonna race G Money. William D says, best Ford in the game. Which one? This Roush Mustang? It is pretty good. 3, 2, 1, go. I wish they would put like an old school 5.0 Mustang, like the one Vanilla Ice drove. Rolling in my 5.0 with the rag top down so my hair can blow. Something, girlies on standby, blah, 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 blah. I don't know the words. Rolling in my 5.0 with the rock top down so my hair can blow. I remember that part. But I used to love those old 80s Mustangs. Those things were awesome. Those were my favorite Mustang. No, we did get that really cool Fast and Furious notchback Mustang, but I don't like those quite as much, but that was a cool car. Alright, what's going on with the lobbies here? Rabbit. Alright, Mr. Rabbit, let's go do it to it. 3, 2, 1, go. What about an AI video, Steven? Wait, he says IA video, not AI. IA video. Steven, you're a video? Holy moly. William D says, Dave's not here. Steven says, if I look for a tier 4 car, you say that I need to buy a 2000. All right, so Steven, here's the deal. There was a time where, well, all right, the GTR you can buy out of the dealership is a good starter car. So you can buy that. You can buy and strip those for parts. I mean, that car will get you so far, but you're definitely going to grow out of that car eventually and move on to bigger and better things. But there was a time where that car was highly recommended. Now it's one of those things where if you need a tier 4 car right now that's capable of beating the first couple of bosses and yada yada yada, you can grab that one, you can use it. It'll do okay for live racing. I mean, it's not as good as it used to be, but nowadays, once you get into the elite tuners, you get like a really nice free elite tuners car on tier 4 and some other stuff, but it's basically a starter car that you're going to outgrow. I somewhat, I mean, I kind of recommend buying one, but at the same time, I don't. It just kind of depends on what you want to do with it these days. It's good to get you off to a start, but you will outgrow that car pretty quickly. That makes sense. Ah! But if you just need a car to get you through, that'll do it to it for your first several months of playing the game, or for at least first couple of months. Oh yeah, we shared Melon's tune for this car at the beginning of the stream. Melon's tune and crazy low upgrade setup. We got a crazy Melon tune on this car. So this thing's pretty much set up to rock and roll. Alright, Steven says, I just want to beat the boss. Alright, so the Mustang from the dealership, that'll beat the first storyline boss, the Tempest 1 boss, and the Tempest 2 boss, if you get enough parts on it. I don't think it's capable of beating the Tempest 3 boss. It can't hit the top speed. I believe it hits the acceleration, but you're not going to hit the top speed of 260 miles per hour for Tempest 3. Crystalette, is it the which F5? That makes a big difference. So the Terrazzo Millennio Lamborghini, that thing is really cool, but depending on the F5, I mean, if it's the F5 Roadster, that thing is a beast. That's one of the best cars in the game. Honestly, they're both really cool, but the F5 Roadster is awesome, man. That thing is a super beast. One of the best cars in the game for live racing. Alright, we got about 15 more minutes left on the live stream, everybody. "15 more minutes, everyone. 15 more minutes." Alright, William D said, you think it's the 22. I'm pretty sure the Roadster is the only good Venom, if I remember correctly. I don't know about the other ones. I know some of them. I mean, I know at least... Hold on. I don't remember how good they are. I know the Roadster is the best by far. You know, I'm pretty sure the other ones are just kind of so-so if I remember. I think the Roadster is the good one, right? Or was it the Concept? Oh man, I'm having a brain fart. It's either the Roadster or the Concept. I think it's the Roadster. I'd have to go look at them, but... Alright, we're going to race this LC 500 convertible. Let's go do it to it. Bam! Alright. Ooh, he's got a pretty good setup on that car. Can you live race the new Mercedes car? Well, due to the fact that it's a tier 3 car, it's not really going to be your ideal live racer for like everyday stuff. Tier 3 cars make less respect points, they make less game cash. I mean, honestly, you don't really want to be... I mean, there's nothing wrong with live racing a tier 3 car, but you're going to outgrow tier 3 pretty quickly. I don't remember if that particular car has a low upgrade setup on it. I feel like I probably made a video about that car. Actually, I need to double check. Let me go look on YouTube and see if I actually have a video on that. If I did, I probably checked it for a live racing instead. I feel like I do have a video for that, but... Alright, let me type in CSR, CSR2, CLA, dannylightning. Yes, I do have a video on that car, and it says there's... Alright, it says live racing set up on the thumbnail, so I actually must have found something that should make it decent for live racing. So it should work, alright? That video should go over how to do it, how to set it up, but it is a tier 3 car. So just remember, tier 3 cars are great until you get something better. Once you get a tier 4 or tier 5 car, they're going to make more respect points, they're going to make more game cash, and they're a much better option. But it looks like if you need a tier 3 car for live racing, it looks like that one will probably do it to it. But you might want to go watch the video and see what I said about it, because I don't remember how good... I don't remember if it looked like a good or a decent or, just okay live racing stuff. Unfortunately, I can't remember all the stats on 1,500 different cars, but... Normally, if I need to find out something about a car, I go watch my old video about it and refresh my own memory, because I just can't remember everything. I wish I had one of those photographic memories, but I don't. I figure those things out, make a video, and that comes in handy for you guys, and they also come in handy for me later on down the road when I've forgotten about it and need to relearn about it. All right. Now, I think for the holiday event, they're going to give us a free tier 4 car, and it's going to be terrible. Just keep that in mind. Don't upgrade the free car they give us for the Christmas event unless you need to use it for the event. But it's just a bad car all the way around. All right, yeah, the Venom F5 Roadster. So that is the good one. Thank you, Melon. He says, the best car in the game when it comes to live racing is the Venom F5 Roadster. William D says, I don't run into hyper lobbies, so I don't know. As far as I know, Slick, I think the Velar is still the fastest Golden Star car in the game. I kind of remember there might have been something else that came out that beat it, but I don't remember what it was. I think the Velar is the fastest or the second fastest. You know what? I can look that up really quick. Let's find out. Hold on, let me figure this out really fast. All right, world record sheet. Let me find the very first Golden Star car on there. Yep, the Velar appears to still be the fastest Golden Star car with a world record time of a 6.720. That is number 41, so it's the 41st fastest car in the game, but it's the fastest Golden Star car. If you don't have a link to the world record sheet, there it is. There is the world record sheet, everybody. It'll show you every car in the game and how fast they are. Just in case you ever need to find out how fast a car is. Nitro and the Crow and those guys run that sheet. They do an awesome job at, keeping it updated and stuff. I mean, sometimes it might take them a little while to get some of the new cars on there, but... Ooh, look at this. That's a crazy body kit for that S2000. That's a really crazy body kit. I kind of like it. Darth, you can't see it? What, the spreadsheet? I don't know why that would be, honestly. If I click on it, it works for me, so I don't know what to tell you if it doesn't work. I'm not sure why it wouldn't work, honestly. Flick says the Audi S1 Hunatron. Yeah, that's a really cool car. It's a little hard to launch, though. Like, if you can get the hang of the launch on that car, it's a really cool car. But it's extremely hard to launch, from what I remember. Did anybody else click on that world record sheet and not be able to see it? Flick says the launch is horrible. It is, but it's a really cool car, so it's almost worth it. Hey, I just raced Jackie Chan. All right, William D just posted a link to the my crew, the Exiled Outlaws recruitment room on the Line app. So if anybody's interested in possibly joining my crew at some point in time, if you've got the Line app, you can join our chat room on there. William D will go in there and try and find some people when we need them. All right, we only got a couple minutes left on this. I'm just going to go ahead and back out. I'll show you guys this setup and tune just in case anybody missed it. I'll show you what we got on this thing, but it's actually working really well. This seems to be a great way to do it right here. So let's go ahead and show you guys the upgrades again. All right, so I always start with engine. So we got our engine on stage 1. We got our turbo on stock. Intake on stage 4. Nitrous on stage 3. Body on stage 5. Tires on stage 5. And transmission on stage 5. And Melon, thank you for sharing this with us, buddy. I definitely appreciate that. And the tune goes a little bit like this. Nitrous to the right. Final drive 3.34. And tires at 8 PSI. Look at this. You can actually have this guy save a tune for your car. I'm thinking about actually buying this just to try it out. I want to know how this guy is going to tune my cars. That would be really interesting, actually. I don't know if that guy tunes cars well, or if he does a good job or a bad job or what, but that would be interesting to find out and try it. But yeah, I might actually spend the $30 to get that for a month just to see what it does. Melon says you're welcome. Yeah, Melon's got some great tunes for cars. It's really nice of him to share a couple with us. Melon's definitely one of the best tuners in the game. I mean, he'll spend a lot of time. I mean, he'll spend like hours, months, and years just like... He's always tweaking his cars and coming up with crazy tunes. Yeah, tomorrow I'll probably be working on a shift pattern video for the new Lamborghini we just got. And I'll probably be doing a quick overview on this Apex Roush event too. Here's the Los Angeles. 5 days left on this one. I'll tell you what, that prize car looks pretty sweet. I need to try and get a shift pattern video out for this as well. I'm definitely running behind due to the malfunction on the content account. I'm a couple of weeks behind on shift patterns, so unfortunately, that's going to be hard to catch up on. I'm doing my best, guys and gals. I'm doing my best, you know. Why do I have so many garages? I wish there was a way to skip to the garage number you wanted. That would be nice. Like if I could type in number 1 or 500. Yeah, this will probably be... I'll try and work on this tomorrow. Now, I can't guarantee the video will go up tomorrow, but I'm going to be working on figuring this car out later tonight and tomorrow at least. But I got to figure out the stage 6, stage 5, and live racing setup, so sometimes that takes a few hours by itself. But I am going to work on this. I hope this ends up being really good. I mean, my guess is probably not. My guess is it's probably not going to be great, but I hope it's good. Because it looks really cool. I really like the way it looks. My guess is it's probably going to beat Dino, but it's probably not going to be a good low upgrade. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. We'll find out when I put out the video, but that's what I'm expecting. I haven't got a chance to mess with it yet, but if it's like the other LB silhouettes, it's probably going to be good at beating the Dino, but not, I don't know. Maybe not like the other silhouettes, but that's just what I'm expecting. Sometimes my thoughts and what comes out of my mouth don't necessarily go together. But I expect it to be a cool car, but not the world's best live racer. How about that? Yeah, stage 5 car is not maxed out. A lot of people will get their car up to stage 5 and they think they have a maxed out car. Crystal says stage 5, mine is not maxed out. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Yeah, I mean, Melon, I guess if you got a good dark, or I mean, that's another car that's pretty easy to get. So if you got a good tune for the dork house, that might be kind of cool to share as well. But I like this thing. Hey, wait a second. Look, it's got, it says Toyo tires. Have we ever had a regular car before with riding on the tires? I don't think we have. I mean, most of the tires, this is the first one, guys. Look, you never have lettering on the tires on any of these cars, except for the Elite Tuners cars. I've never seen that before. That's new. That is actually very new. At least I don't remember any regular cars having writing on the tires. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's kind of nice, actually. I hope they start doing that with more cars. I don't know why, but I really like the writing on the tire. Maybe I'm weird, but I'm digging it. I think it's pretty cool. You may love it, you may hate it. I have no idea, but I think it's a cool deal and I like it. So that would be pretty cool. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm a big fan of it. All right, I'm inside of that car, guys. Check me out. Oh, hold on. All right. Anyways, I think that's going to be the end of our live stream today. The floating head. Upside down, backwards. Alright. Anyways. I'm done playing with the camera. Don't mind me, I know I'm a little weird. That's okay. That's alright. Alright, now I'm super small. Anyways, I just want to say thank you guys for coming out to my crazy live stream. It's just about time for breakfast. I'll be back on Friday and next Sunday as well for another live stream. Do a video on what? Carson says, do a video on something. I don't know what he's referring to there. Casper, thank you, buddy. You too. Brandon, thanks, buddy. Catch you later. I appreciate all of you guys coming out to my stream today. You guys and gals are awesome. All right, so Slick says the LB Works Countach also has writing on the tire. Thank you, Slick. All right, so I guess we're going to be doing a tune for the... We're going to be sharing Melon's tune for the Dark Horse next. Alrighty, sounds good, Melon. Thank you, buddy. That's actually another great car. I think that's the fastest. It's not necessarily better than the Jack Roush, but it is the fastest Tier 4 car in the game, I believe. I think it still is. If it's not, it was at one time. But it's a really good car. The Jack Roush is better for some things, but I mean, I guess it always depends on what you're trying to do with the car. But nonetheless, I think that's it. Thank you guys and gals. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye. 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 All right. Have a wonderful day, everybody. And a great rest of your weekend.